we're back, and so side lying position. So someone's got a low back problem. There are things to do while they're face up, like the psoas we were talking about, the quads you can do while they're face up. You can, when they're face up, you can work on even here while they're on their side, and you can warm it up. But side lying position like this is excellent. He's comfortable, he's like this. People like lying on their side. I usually put a pillow between his knees, but right now it doesn't matter. And so I warm the oil or lotion, whatever, you're working in here and you get it all worked out. And you can, I get my body positioned pretty good, where my body is straight and I'm leaning, and you can go in and you can feel his paraspinals very well, because you're leaning and I'm taking my flat fingers and my thumb and I'm working in here, and you can feel, and I kind of, even if someone has a low back problem, I make them feel like I'm not just only working their low back, because it would be weird. It would be very weird if the client feels like all you're going to do is this one little thing. Here you've got them on their side, and you can take, a second and work into here a little bit, and because the paraspinals, remember, they go all the way up. So it feels more complete, but if I'm focusing in on the low back, I'm going to feel with my thumbs. Now I can work both sides at once.
And please check the David Postural. You see how back is straight, he load his leg, the power coming from the hip. Don't bend over your customer, and don't hurt yourself, because the body mechanic is really important. If you guys hurt yourself, you're not going to be able to do this work, and you're going to be out of the field. So always focusing on your body mechanic.
So definitely, that's a given. So when you work on the neck, this is a formal low back treatment, but notice I'm making sure that I'm gonna work a little bit on the side that's on the bottom, and just by doing a little bit, because it feels more complete and it makes them relax. It makes them feel like you're really looking at the entire area. So when I go up into his neck, even though this is a low back, I'm going to work here a little bit, and right here. So back for the low back. So then you're going back, and then you can feel his paraspinals. And you can feel in here, where is he tight? And I'm feeling in here, so you can get right into. So I take my thumbs and I kind of go in, and you can feel them. So I'm warming it up, and I'm feeling what is the right pressure. So it gives you a resistance. The muscle gives you a resistance, and you have to match it. So you match the resistance. If I was to push harder than what I'm pushing, he'd feel uncomfortable. It would hurt a little bit. And I don't want him to tense up. So I'm feeling.
Plus it's a kidney up there. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
With the kidney.
You got to be careful with the kidney.
Someone have a kidney stone, so you're going to push too hard. It's say, bye-bye. This guy, next morning, he's going to be in the hospital.
Luckily, in all my years, I've never had that trouble, but I also never went that aggressive either. So I'm looking for trouble. I'm looking for in his paraspinals, his low back, where he might be tight. He's a little tight in here. He's not terrible. I have felt worse in my day. And you can tell his tissue is pretty healthy. I mean, he's just got some little tight. So I'm right in here. I'm right on the paraspinals, and I roll it. So I'm right on it here, and you can just work it here like this, and you can feel it. He doesn't feel horrible. I mean, I'm working on it right here. So this is just part of it. I don't know how much. He might have more trouble from his glutes and more his quads and his hamstrings and his psoas than he does in his paraspinals. But I work it here on both sides. And then if there was anything on him, this is where it would be, right here. So does that feel tighter to you? Okay. So right here is what is much more tight. Now that I've warmed it up, it's right next to the spine. It's like his spinalis. These are the longissimus, spinalis, muscles in here, iliocostalis. And you can feel. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to push too hard, but I'm going to match the resistance. And I can feel where it is, so I can rock it a little bit here. And people love this. It's a great pressure. Right here you can feel this is, if there's anywhere in his lower back that he has an issue, it's going to be right here. It's harder there, it's more stuck. And essentially you do not want to be going too deep. If you go too deep, he gets tight and he's going to tense up, or he's going to tell you to stop. If they tell you to stop, then you're not going to be able to fix it. So I rock forward. I do a little angle this way. You can do it this way. And then I can even work right into here. You can feel where it's low and cross. So now cross fiber works good for him. Because his tissue is healthy, and it doesn't bother him. I can tell this is not painful for him. Is that pressure good? Do you like that? Okay. He likes it. And you can tell because it's hard, it's restricted, and there's no movement in here. And because he's got no movement in here, then you're actually able to do it with your fingers and lengthen it out, and it's really, this is such a great move. This movement, if you only did 2 muscles, if you did the psoas for low pain and you did this one, he would love it. He would feel so much better.
So yeah, this video is just complete the first video, and like I said, if your customers don't ask someone to dig so strong in this lower back because you feel pain. It's a bigger group of muscle affect that lower back pain, and also hips is not balanced, so have to be gentle work, and result is going to be there. It's unnecessary to make clients and feel pain. And this is the message. You have to choose right therapist and right company, and we'll take care of you. Thanks, David.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, yeah.
the next one, it's called windshield. It's really, really powerful. You can work on all muscle together. And David, he used his fingers. What I use my forearm, and this is how I do it. So I'm just sit down right close to the customer, his glutes right under my side, and place my hands right on the table. And what I'm doing, I'm just moving my forearm back and forth, and you see I'm stretching this area. I'm working on all those muscles together. There we go. How's it feel? Always ask the customers. You can also go a little bit more up, work on this area. Just open that space. A lot of people, yes, use the elbow on lower back. In his case, I'm not going to do that. I mean, I'm just showing this for the video purpose because he have a little bit lower dose. And remember, if you have lower dose, we have to push muscle away from the spine. Mm-hmm. And if you have flat back, you have to push towards it. Sometimes, yeah, come in, I can see the flat back. What I'm doing, I'm applying my forearm on that QL muscle, and just when he's breathed in and when he's breathed out, I'm kind of go lateral to medial. I'm going towards the spine, but I'm not pushing on the spine. As you can see, my elbow in the air. So I use my forearm because I don't want to push down towards the spine. You don't want to do that, because if you do that, it's like if any bulge disc, any herniation, you're gonna make this person suffer for next like 7 days. I mean, you don't want to do this, create more inflammation in there. So just kind of slide off, okay? So simple windshield and push that tissue down this way, okay? Only if the back is flat, all right? You can also add more stuff. You can ask him to grab table, and guess what? If you pull, he create more, right? Go ahead, pull. Yes. And this is great position to stretch and open that space too. We need to bring the customer more to the side. Go ahead, lay down too close to this side. Too close towards me. Perfect. So he's safe. You just let him know. So he's holding up here. All you're gonna do, you're gonna just drop this leg from the table. This one is gonna be 90 degrees, so 90 degrees. This is dropped down. Look at this, it's already stretched. All you do, you can grab that hip. You can stretch this way, but what I'm doing, I press with my the forearm, soft tissue here, and I'm open more space. You can do this way, or you can do cross technique. You come up, this is really easy. You come up here in this ilium and really light on rib. You don't push so hard on the rib. All you do, you just start open this up. Okay, and this is great stretch for your lower back pain. If you're at home, lay down on the side of your couch, drop this leg, and just kind of shaking. You feel stretch? Mm-hmm. You feel great stretch in this lower back, and this is great. You see, and you can work on lats. You can work on trapezius, mid trapezius. You can work on those teres, all muscles, even subscap. You can work on delts. This is the great position. The person is open. So this is another way to work on lower back pain. Thanks for watching, guys. If you need to learn more, follow up our channel. We're also going to create classes, which is you can join us and learn the therapy.